Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Weekend Update, September 29th. October is almost here. So we've had a great week at Samson. Lots of great activities going on all over footprint. And great week coming up next week, too. So we're going to go over all the good things going on at Samson and what's going on next week. First, we're going to dive into our market reports, see what we're doing out there with the activity on these Bright reports. So I saw on Facebook some people asking where I got these. These are the Bright weekly reports that come out. So this is the whole Washington, D.C. area. So the biggest footprint that we look at here, all those counties you can see. 19,000 showings last week, down 5% from the week before. So, that's a fairly significant number, but not terrible. 1,200 contracts, down 4%, which is like 40 contracts-ish. So not too bad. 45 contracts. Days on market, the same. New listings, the same, which is good, because we had some good numbers 2 weeks in a row. So to be able to keep relatively close to those numbers is good. Let's keep that fall market pumping. List price about the same, which is good. So we've got showings. This is our North Central Virginia, so our lower Virginia counties for us. Showings actually about the same. Our contracts up 5.5%. So that's good news. About 15, 20 more, 25 more contracts than the week before, which is good stuff. And then you scroll down, new listings down 18%, not ideal. And our prices stay about the same week over week. So no dramatic movement so far. You can see obviously everything's down from the year before, but that's not new news to us. Baltimore Metro, so you got the Howard, Baltimore County, Hartford County area up there, down 4.5% in showings, 4.5% in contracts, fairly flat, just a small tick down, down 2.5% new listings. That's not too bad. And our median sales price, was up 1%. So pretty flat across the board there for Hartford County. Our last one we'll look at is the Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle, down 12% in showings. But again, that's only 1,739 showings. So it's not a huge number in the grand scheme of things. It's about 180 showings. So it's probably like 1,900 last week or something like that. So it's down 12%, but it's not a huge number. Purchase contracts almost exactly the same, 173. I bet you it was 174 last week to go down 0.6%. Median contract days up 2 days. New listings up 10%. So that's good news. That means there's about 20 more listings than last week in that same area. So good stuff overall, and 10% up in median list price over week. So that's good stuff. So fairly flat there as well, but some good news in that Maryland Western Panhandle. Our top performers for last week in our whole company, our top individuals by volume. Jennifer Fang, great job. Mr. Rex Thomas crushing it up in Maryland. Dale Brandon, good job getting onto the list. Kerri Ralston from out in our Gainesville office. Great job, Kerri. And Gary Floyd from our Bethesda office, I believe. So great job to all of you agents, your top 5 in volume this week. Top 5 in transactions. Miss Jennifer Fang, number 1 in both. Great job. Dilyara Daminova, Miss DD. Got to see her at our DC Lunch and Learn. She's continuing to crush it. Joleen Haymaker. Jolene's a fantastic lady. She's one that was running the RE/MAX first in Charlestown, West Virginia. That has become our second Charlestown office, I guess officially last week. And Jolene's out there still crushing in sales at the same time. So great job, Joleen. Rex Thomas again, and Kerri Ralston. So both of you guys made both of us. Great job. Our top teams in volume last week. The Casey Samson team, my man, Uncle Casey, gave a great class here yesterday in the studio as well, so look for that on the Nest. The Casey Samson team, number 1 in volume this week. Shepherd Homes Group, number 2. The Extravagant Living Group, number 3, jumping in there, and somewhat new to our list. Jamil Brothers Realty Group and the Gainesville Realty Partner, our real estate partners, top 5. Great job. Now our top 5 in transactions last week, Shepherd Homes Group with Jason Shepardek. The A-Team, Meredith Smith leading the way out in West Virginia. The Casey Samson team. And then 2 that made both lists as well, the Extravagant Living Group and Gainesville Real Estate Partners. So great job to all of our top teams for the week. Some exciting announcements coming up. So our Bowie sales meeting will be our super sales meeting for October. We're going to be on October 18th. We did have a slight change in venue. We're going to be at Renditions Golf Course, Davidsonville, Maryland. It's about 10-15 minutes from our Bowie office. Beautiful course. Going to be a great clubhouse. We're going to our sales meeting there in the morning and then lunch and learn in the afternoon. So Renditions Golf Course. But to get more people in there, we're a little bit limited by the space in our Bowie office. So we had to find a little bit bigger venue for our sales meeting. So we're going to have some great guest speakers, some great giveaways, some great intel, always great conversations. So we'll see you out there October 18th for the sales meeting. We had a great HQ to you this week in Noma. You can see some pictures there. We're at our DC office. Great times were had by all, so I appreciate everybody coming out. Got a lot to learn on. Got to see our beautiful DC office again, as always. Richard, that's a cute little shot of my man looking over his shoulder. I guess answering his own question. I'm not sure. So we had a great time in DC last week. We did some company policy changes last week. Just as a quick reminder, you are no longer required to do the 2.5% as a minimum co-op. We can't make our sellers do anything in this market. I do strongly suggest giving out 2.5% to those buyers as much as possible, but it is no longer a company requirement and has been changed in our policies and procedures. So just an update on that. We aren't going to do anything with our minimum advertising rules. We're going to keep all those the same. We do believe that, we don't want to be out there advertising super low commissions or crazy deals out there. We still want to have the great reputation that we've built here. So our minimum advertising rules will stay the same, but we have removed the minimum 2.5% that you have to co-op out. Still strongly suggested that that's what we give out, so you get good buyer agent participation, and we keep our industry as a working together society there where everybody gets representation, buyers and sellers. SamsonNOW, just a reminder, we got our great in-house advanced commission company. You can, as soon as you put in your file, SkySlope, submit that SamsonNOW form, we can get you paid within the hour. So we got great staff there taking good care of you. Remember that you get recruiting rewards if you bring somebody to Lunch and Learn or introduce them to me by email. $500, $2,500, $5,000, or $10,000 rewards if you introduce somebody to me. So these are some of the Lunch and Learns we got coming up for October. Michael's Cafe, October 4th, so that'll be Wednesday. We're going to be in White Marsh. We'll talk about our HQ to use in a second. This Wednesday the 4th, we'll be at Michael's Cafe, which is next door to our White Marsh our office. October 11th, we'll be at Augustine Golf Club in Stafford, beautiful venue. So look forward to seeing everybody out there. October 18th, Renditions Golf Course. That's the same day as the Super Sales meeting. Afterwards, we clear everybody out and then load back up for a Lunch and Learn. And then October 25th, we'll be at Ruth Chris Steakhouse in Tyson. We've always had some great turnouts there at the Ruth Chris Steakhouse in Tyson, so look forward to that. I don't think we have a slide in there, but it just triggered to me. October 11th is the Augustine Golf Club at Stafford. October 10th, we're going to be at the NVAR convention. We're going to be out in full force like always. We're going to have 3 booths, actually. It's going to be a monster booth. We're going to have lots of great marketing. We have a lot of staff there. Love for you to stop by, say hi, support the team. Bring your friends by that want to meet us, anything like that. But just to give you a heads up, we will be in full force again at the NVR convention. And then I think GBBR will be out as well. I want to say that's October 26th. I want to say it's the day after that, Ruth Chris. But we'll be up at GBBR with a great booth as well. Cardinal Title Group, they are doing a great new series. So they are going to start sponsoring some education events. Some of you guys might have got these emails. This week, we first started them out. We're going to promote this again. Cardinal Title is going to provide some great educations. These are one-offs that we're going to introduce, invite everybody from the outside industry and everybody from Samson. And the series is called SOAR. It's a realtor development series. Take your business and above and beyond. Our first one's going to be October 3rd on Tuesday at our Tyson's office, 10 to 12 p.m. So we're going to have great classes there. We've got networking and refreshments in the morning. How to recession-proof your business with Lynn Hamilton. And then 11 to 12, lighting, audio, focus, and story. Laughs. Get it? With our fantastic Justin Donnelly, who's just the man. And I twisted his arm and made him teach a class there, but it's going to be great. So we got Lynn 10 to 11 on how to recession-proof your business, and then a Justin class from 11 to 12. So look for that. We're also going to have one October 17th in the Lake Ridge office, so you can start to circle your calendar on that as well. But we do want to invite some outside people in as well. But you can RSVP through that link there as well. Upcoming classes in education. HQ to you. We hit on this a little bit before, but we had a great one at Noma this week. This Wednesday, we're going to be at White Marsh. So White Marsh, Bel Air, Columbia, all of you, let's get out there. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a full day of classes. Our White Marsh office, if you haven't been there before, it's worth the drive. It's beautiful. It's be some great interaction. We'll bring a ton of our staff up, do all the classes, but also it's invaluable the one-on-one sessions you can get on the side. When I looked over on Wednesday, I had Brittany doing a one-on-one, Lynn doing a one-on-one, Richard was talking to somebody one-on-one. It's just so much great interaction with our staff. I'm sure there were others. Just that one moment, I saw at least three people spread out over getting one-on-one training from our staff. outside of the class that was going on from Bruce Stern at the same time, for our Cardinal title managing attorney from Maryland, D.C. So great stuff. August 11th, we got Stafford. Alexandria is going to be our HQDU on October 25th. So Alexandria the 25th, and in November, we've got November 1 in Silver Spring and November 8 in Fredericksburg. So we're hitting all over our footprint in the next 5 or 6 weeks. And we'll continue. We've got it scheduled out. So if we haven't got to your office yet, trust me, we're on the schedule. We try to be smart about moving all over the area and hitting everybody as often as we can, but also, getting to places that everybody can get to within 30 minutes or so, every so often, as much as possible. So that's our HQDU schedule for October and November. This is a new one we've put on the schedule. Dave Werfel, our great director of brokerage here, he's going to be coming in and teaching a class in our Fairfax office on Monday, A to Z, contracts, info, lunch. So you can learn all about contracts. He's going to go over all that kind of stuff. Feed you a little bit of food, which is always great, but also do a good contract class. So come on out Monday to meet Dave in Fairfax. Samson Plus, another great plug for this. I can't recommend this enough. We're gonna have a big announcement later about somebody that's joining our company, and you'll probably see it rolled out here in the next day or two. And she dove headfirst into coaching, and you're gonna be able to see the little bit of that in the story that we're gonna tell you, because I'm gonna interview her. But her business went 10 and 15 times what it used to be. And it was the second she pulled the trigger and said, I'm jumping full force into coaching, because somebody's going to give me a game plan, somebody's going to make me accountable, and then I'm going to take off. That's what Samson Plus wants to do for you. For a couple bucks or a small percentage of your commission, you can have top flight coaching. So I would highly encourage you to get into Samson Plus. We have group coaching classes every Tuesday. On the 3rd, 10 to 11, we're going to have Tracy Romero, leveraging authenticity in your business. The next Tuesday, Google Ads 101 with Austin Southern. Austin's a guy that, Austin hasn't been doing real estate that long, but Austin's career is taken off. And Austin I heard he has 3 different coaches right now at the same time. Now, maybe that's a lot, but he wants to learn all the different coaching styles. So he's coached by people, and he's getting smarter every day, and he's going to pour that stuff back into you all. So we've got great weekly classes that you can do for free. And if you want to dive in with more information, jump into the Samson Plus page. We also started this week, which is really cool. It's called Huddles. I love the picture of the kids doing the huddle there. It's awesome. But free accountability groups. This is free to everybody at Samson. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 to 10:30 a.m. Hop on to the Cardinal Nest. You get on a Zoom and you can just join the conversation. Or look, if there's a lot of people in there and you're intimidated, sit in and listen to the conversation. But get in there, get other support, accountability from others, talk about what's going on in your business. Say, look, I want to do this by this time period. And then you can log on a couple more meetings and somebody's going to be like, hey, did you get that done? So find those friends through our huddles that we're going to do virtually 3 times a week. So thanks to our group that is spearheading this and getting everybody out there meeting with each other. So that link is on the Cardinal Nest calendar every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or you can scan that QR code as well. We're bringing our KV Core Chime training on the road. October 17th, we'll be in Charlestown. November 14th, Richmond, and December 12th, Columbia. So look for more information on that as you're coming forward. This is what I want to take a minute on. For those that haven't met Lynn Hamilton, she's a great teacher. She's got great energy. She's been doing this a long time and just has a wealth of knowledge. I know there's a little bit of concern with, is the world starting to move away from 2.5% buyer commission once a year there? She's going to lean really into this 4th quarter challenge on teaching you to be a great buyer rep. Buyer consultations, contracts. The 4th quarter challenge is going to have just such great accountability. There's this whole system where you can score points, you get awarded, there's weekly winners and monthly winners, and I love that stuff, right? Because you want to have goals to set. Jump in with this is all free for everybody. Jump in, scan that QR code. It's on the page ahead of the Cardinal Nest as well, but get into the 4th quarter challenge. If you want to have a great 2024, the day to start doing that is right now. Not wait till 2024 and then you'll figure it out right now. What you do in the next 90 days is going to dictate how good a year you're going to have next year. So dive into the 4th quarter challenges, dive into our classes, lean in. We will grab your hand and help make you successful. But the 4th quarter challenge is a huge one for me. Jump into that and it will get you going. So I love the 4th quarter challenge. Jump in there with Lynn. Our agent orientations, we got Chantilly, Alexandria, White Marsh, and Silver Spring all in the next week or two. So you can jump into those with our great agent service staff as well. Our October newsletters are on the Print Center, ready for you to modify. You can fix those up in Canva as well. Heather Ewan has done a great job putting together all these great newsletters and postcards, some updated graphics for you to use as well. Next week, Monday, we have our daily huddle on October 2nd. A to Z contracts class with Dave. We talked about Fairfax. Every Monday, you can set up your profile at KV Core and connect your core, your social, and your profiles with Lori. 12:30 every week. Set that up. Or you can then at 1 o'clock, you can complete your Chime profile. So you can go to 12:30 KV Core, 1 o'clock Chime, get your profile set up, start going. Tuesday, not only is it Donny Samson's birthday, but it's also a free group coaching Zoom Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. We've got our Customize Your KV Core website at 10 o'clock class, Customize Your Chime website at 10:30 right after that. Our mock closing lunch and learn with Ben Hubbard. This is a great one. Tuesday, 12 o'clock at the Fairfax office. So come on in and get a mock closing. A lot of you that, maybe you're newer to the business or want to figure out what does a closing look like. Ben's going to walk through a whole closing, help you feel comfortable, go step by step what that looks like in our Fairfax office. Also, Tuesday morning is that Cardinal Education Day at Tyson's, so I highly suggest that. HQDU Wednesday, White Marsh all day. Can't wait to see everybody out there. Wednesday morning, we got our huddles as well. Wednesday, it looks like we're going to also do a mock closing in McLean. This is awesome. I love it. So 12 to 1:30, Brooklyn Steve or Steve Carlozzi is going to do a mock closing our McLean office 12 to 1:30. So just great stuff that I would encourage you to come in. The do's and don'ts, how to facilitate a smooth closing. Awesome stuff there on Wednesday. Orientation in the Alexandria office on Thursday. Adding your contacts to KV Core Thursday at 10 o'clock. Adding your contacts to Chime right after that. So if you want KV Core, if you want Chime, we got back-to-back classes for you. Lynn's available. She does her Q&A or office hours on Thursday. But then the one I want you to focus on is Thursday, 12:30, Master Your Marketing. This is where she's diving into great topics like buyer consultations, listing consultations, how to win your buyers, how to get your commission paid for, all that kind of fun stuff. You will not be disappointed if you jump into a Lynn Hamilton class for sure. Friday morning, commercial real estate with Ladin. Get up early, get your coffee, jump in his 8:30 Zoom, to talk all commercial things with Ladin. Contract training on Friday morning. Next week it'll be on the MR contracts with Miss Kara Williams or Kim, not sure, but Kim or Kara, one of our great. I saw they did a great broker Q&A at White Marsh the other day too. So we'll make sure we're distributing those around. But anytime you can get in front of our great brokers, it's good stuff. And then Friday we'll do an orientation at 10 o'clock here in Chantilly. Actually, it looks like that's a virtual one. 10 o'clock on Chantilly as well. If it's in person, that means I got to get to the studio, right? But we'll do that orientation Friday the 6th as well. A couple more things on Friday. We have our daily huddle at 10 o'clock. Friday, financing at 10 o'clock with First Heritage. Skyslope Q&A with Stephanie. And then we close up the week strong with Heather Ewan. And Heather Ewan. I'm messing with her. Heather Ewan and her print marketing class Friday at 2 o'clock is always a great class as well. So if you're new to print marketing or newer to us and you want to dive in and learn how to do print with Heather, it's a great place to start. There was a lot of things going on there. Awesome stuff going on at Samson. I think the one thing I want you guys to get from all that is that we are here. The market isn't great, right? But you gotta get back to the basics to find all that business. Well, if you don't know what the basics are, that's fine. Dive in with us. We've got so many places in this next week that will help teach you where you're going to do. Get into your local office. Get to our classes. Get virtually online. Get locked in. We will help you these last 3 months to get more business and set yourself up for a successful 2024. Hope everybody has a good, safe weekend out there. Mine will be in a lot of ball fields and having a lot of fun and in basketball court gyms and lacrosse fields and field hockey fields. So hopefully you guys will have some fun family time, but also write a bunch of contracts and close some contracts out there. So everybody, thank you so much for all your support, your continued referrals to Samson and helping us grow in a positive way. And for all your support of Cardinal Title Group. Every single contract means the world to us, and we will take great care of you, I promise. Look for another email coming out fairly soon here with some a rather really cool announcement with Samson. We've got a couple other really cool things in the works that hopefully will be announced to you guys soon, but we're really excited about the future here, and we're going to do our best to continue to grow a bigger, better company for all of you. So we'll see you all soon. Thanks for all your hard work. Take care.